and welcome to Great News WCDS episode 20. Last week was Student Appreciation Week, so I would appreciate it if you'd pay attention to the following news segment, starting in preschool. Under the sunny skies, preschool explored Jackson Pollock's abstract painting techniques, using watercolors, sparkle, and gems to create unique princess dresses. Inspired by Pollock's use of sticks and tools, the children embraced creative expression. They completed the project by designing and decorating crowns with colored pencils, pastels, and watercolors. The children also enjoyed the story, Parker Looks Up, finding inspiration in its celebration of art and artists. The princess dresses will be auctioned off, and a recent Sotheby's pre-auction estimate is that the dresses will fetch somewhere between $0 and $1 million. Junior kindergarten is dying. Aprons, that is. To get ready for the grand opening of their bakery, JK has been tie-dyeing aprons to wear as they bake. They are also learning how much a dozen is. Hopefully they have been taught that a baker's dozen is one more than a regular dozen, for some reason. Also, with the price of eggs so high, JK had to make do with counting dice. Side note, if you eat a cake from the bakery, make sure to chew lightly, or you might roll a toothache. In senior kindergarten, as SK rockets toward the end of the school year, since they are studying planets, they were asked, "What would the creatures on your planet wear?" Yes, Savannah. Astronaut clothes with cat ears? Nice. Edna said bathing suits. And Jackson said sweatshirt and sweatpants. You gotta love a comfy, relaxed planet. In first grade, Wednesday was as wacky as can be, and judging by these first graders, they were wacky to the max. For Earth Day, they also learned about the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. To honor the 3 R's, I will reuse one of my previous sentences. Wednesday was as wacky as can be, and judging by these first graders, they were wacky to the max. Nice. Saved a lot of computer ink on that one. First grade also had to say goodbye to their student teacher, Miss Brittany, which means it's time to reuse some lessons from last year. Second grade has been all over the world and back without leaving campus. They traveled far and wide during International Day and were so tired by the end of the trip they barely had enough energy to eat cookies and candy. Luckily, they managed to find the strength. What goes round and round and round and round, and round and round and round and round and round and round, and round and round and round. If you guessed third grade, you'd be right. All right, I've got another riddle for you. What do you get when you cross a visual artist with a performance artist? You get one line longer than the other at the henna station at International Day. And the kids were delighted to find that they could have henna color at all, as long as it was a brown radish. In fourth grade, Mr. Mike Mistovich and Miss Ashley Berkey from West Banco visited and talked to the kids about finances. Mike and Ashley also happened to be the parents of Everly and Ella Rose, respectively, and to further teach the kids about finances, they brought Everly and Ella Rose's allowance and tossed them out to the class. And that arbitrary distribution of wealth is how the stock market works. I think. I wasn't there when they talked about it. Fifth grade. Fifth grade took poetry, and they slammed it. Later got ice cream, and they crammed it. Went to henna station to demand it. Traveled to City Hall, and they ran it. Got a volleyball, and they spiked it. Their thoughts on last week? They liked it. Yeah. In middle school, if you've ever wondered to yourself, what's a more effective way to find ticks? Wonder no more. Middle school has got you covered in ticks. If you drag a sheet through the grass, ticks will think it's bedtime and hop onto your little traveling hotel. What you do with them when you have them is up to you. Tick soup? Also, our very own 8th grader Harrison Gamble, who's doing his internship at Independence Hall, organized a presentation and Civil War trivia game for our 5th graders. Nice work, Harrison. And we've reached our kind kid shout out. Look at those fingers. And this week we have Silas Lund nominated by Officer John. Silas saw that first grader Violetta was upset. Violetta had a loose front tooth and could not find a soft snack to eat. Silas gave her his snack, which was soft. He said he had other snacks she was welcome to if she needed more. Way to be a good friend, Silas. And our words of wisdom this week come from Theodore Roosevelt. He says, "It is hard to fail, but it is worse to never have tried to succeed." Well, I know that I did not fail the news today. In fact, I may have succeeded. I hope you succeed this weekend in whatever you do. Have a great time and keep the great news coming. Almost made it.